So at the end of this video, I'm going to give you the key element of what to do when you're on Lupron depot shot. The thing you have to do when you're on this medicine to cope with it. I was just like you. I was on Lupron depot shot for many months, not knowing what's gonna happen. I was feeling sad most of the time, miserable, going through all the side effects that Lupron has and everything. I didn't have my cycle for many months. I didn't know if I was even gonna fall pregnant after getting my menstrual cycle back. I was just like you. Thankfully, I survived it. I survived it for a couple of months. By the grace of God, I did fall pregnant right after. I know how it's like to be on Lupron depot. I was on the Lupron depot shot 3.75. I know how it's like. I know the feeling. I know it's miserable. The reason why I was on Lupron was for surgical reasons. I was diagnosed with uterine fibroids about 2 years ago in 2021. I went ahead and got the surgery done, and this was in October 2021. My doctor administered for me to get the Lupron shot in order for my healing to be successful, not worry about any of my cycle coming and things like that. Little did I know much about Lupron. I didn't really do research on it or anything. I just trusted the process, and I went ahead and just, got it done. After the surgery was done, I was wheeled back to my patient room, and a nurse came in and administered it, and I didn't feel any side effects or anything until about 2 months later in December. But the reason why I had Lupron depot was for surgical reasons, and I had the 3.75 version of it. So I was on Lupron from October 2021 to April 2022. The side effects did not kick in until about a month and a half later in December, and that's when everything went down. The side effects were harsh. I kid you not, dead serious. They were miserable. The worst thing I've ever experienced in my life. I would not wish Lupron side effects on my worst enemy. My enemies are watching my channel and my social media, like from high school and college and all that. I would not even wish the side effects on them. It's crazy. I had really bad hot flashes, like I was in my 50s or 60s. Lupron tricks your body into a menopausal state. I had really bad hot flashes. I was sweaty. I had to wear camis most of the time. Thankfully, it was in the middle of the winter time. I was able to step outside in the cold, in the wintry, cold, snowy day. I would step outside to get some relief. I would get nauseated right before a hot flash would come on. Tiredness. I was waiting patiently at first for this to wear off within 3 months, because I was told the Lupron injection that I got was for 3 months. So by January, I was still waiting, and it did not wear off. So I kept always asking my doctor every few weeks, when is this gonna wear off? When am I getting my cycle back? And he just kept saying, you just have to wait. Technically, I was on Lupron for about 5 months. It was May of 2022. My doctor / OBGYN prescribed me a medication called clonidine. If I'm pronouncing that right, I have the spelling right here. It treats high blood pressure, and at the same time, it treats hot flashes for women who are in menopause. And I started taking it, but then I stopped because I realized I need to know when my cycle comes back naturally on its own and not through the medication. So I stopped taking it after like 2 weeks, and it really did help with easing up the hot flashes. It really did help, like, a lot. I highly recommend it, but it takes away your hot flashes, so you don't know when your cycle is going to return on its own, if that makes sense. Overall, my cycle returned about 4.5 months later. 5 months later, the weekend of Mother's Day, I remember I got my cycle. I was like, wow, Mother's Day weekend of all times, I got it. I never felt so happy to get my cycle ever. My doctor kept telling me that Lupron has to metabolize out of the body. And then the last thing is that I fell pregnant in July. So about not even 2 months, maybe a month and a half later. The key to coping with Lupron is to wait. And I know we don't want to hear that, but it's true. It's all about waiting, and it sucks. It's like you have to just literally wait. It's just a waiting game. You will get your cycle back, I'm sure. And if you are desiring to get pregnant after, I'm pretty sure you may. The only way to cope with it is just to wait and to look forward. You got to just have hope and trust and faith. And as a Christian, I put my hope and faith into God and Jesus. So that helped me immensely with waiting. She is. To cope with Lupron, you just have to wait. Whether you had fibroid surgery or endometriosis, whatever your reason was to get the Lupron depot, just wait. Trust me, I know it's harsh. But so in regards to the fibroid surgery that I had in 2021, I fell pregnant successfully about a year and a half later, about 9 months after having the surgery. Honor is now waking up. I guess because I stopped pushing the stroller so I could sit down and get a quick breeze. It's like really, really hot. And I hope everything goes well with your surgery, or if you're recovering from Lupron right now, and prayers to you. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.